Welcome back, everybody, to Sin Vergüenza, the podcast. I'm your host, Ale, and I'm joined alongside by my co-host,
Mr. Anonymous.
50-50, our co-host, and you guys will understand why next week. Because if he were our co-host, he would want to be here for every episode. But y'all will find out what happens with the next episode and why I'm saying this. I say we hold it against you because I'm upset. Next. I just want to tell you guys, this is, like I said, the last episode of this month. So, just if you guys made it this far, we're 2 months down out of 12 of the year 2024. And if you're struggling currently at this point right now, keep it pushing. You made it this far. You got this. We're here for you. And yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about our weeks, our weekend. Right now, it's currently our weekend, and we just cleaned all day. So you want to talk about your week? Tell the people, what happened with you, or you want to keep it to yourself?
This week was pretty alright for the most part. I crushed my fingers, so my fingers all fucking swollen and purple, and then my kneecap is all fucked up this week, so.
Mr. Potato Head is here in the building, y'all. Continue.
That's about it. Other than that, we just hung out and cleaned today.
Nice. For me, same old. This week started off very, it rained all day. I don't know if it was Monday or Tuesday, but literally all day it was raining, and I was here for it. I love it. I love the gloomy days where there's still some pockets of sunshine here and there, so you could still enjoy the sun but still enjoy the gloom. Those are the it days. And then the rest of the week after that, the weather was just freaking nice the whole time. It was you could wear a long sleeve and a jacket, or you could just wear a short sleeve and go around. It was that perfect temperature, sunny outside, amazing. I did have this one person that stood out for me. Shout out to this little boy. He was so cute. There was this little boy that I was taking his chicken nuggies to, and he comes up to me to hug me, and his mom or his I don't know, it wasn't TT. It was her name was something, but Dee Dee or some shit, double something. And he's all that's not my TT, because I know some people say TT, but it was her name. That's not my mom. This is the homegirl right here. And so homegirl was all leave the lady alone. Don't hug her. Quit being a little weirdo. And I was no, I'll take a hug. I was just that hug looks like it'll sound good. I don't know. Lately I've been feeling I need to be a person who needs to give hugs, because I know some people, when they say hi or whatever, they're huggers.
Right.
Whenever I come across huggers, I don't know what the fuck to do. That's weird. Why? Not that it's weird that you're hugging, just showing affection is weird to me, I guess. And since one of my friends is really pushing the issue on me showing my emotions or whatever. Notice how I got so monotone, but I feel I'll be good with being a hugger. I would rather be a hugger and let you know you can be comfortable with me than verbally say it or express it, I guess. And I chose hugging as that type of form because if you guys listen to IE and Besties, it was Stephanie. She said that she's a hugger, and all the way you make somebody feel or how it feels when you are hugged to meet a person, it just gives them that comfortability with you. So I want to go ahead and do that, because that hug that little guy gave me, I gave him the hug and he was just you're the best woman ever. Guys, I didn't know if you guys knew that or not, but I'm the best woman ever. And I was bro, I done almost cried in front of I'm gonna say Dee Dee. I don't know what the fuck her name was, but I almost done cried about in front of Dee Dee and shit. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you're the best woman ever. And I was just like, oh, you a little charmer, aren't you? I was like, okay, lover boy, I see you. And then I was just like, all right, bye, guys. And I'm just like, damn. That little boy probably ain't gonna never fucking remember me in his life. And I'm gonna remember him for the rest of mine. And I'm just like, damn, whoever raised that little boy, you're doing a good job. Because I was still kind of concerned. I was like, in my head, I'm like, who else is this little boy going up and hugging? That's a little concerning as well. But I mean, as long as Dee Dee's there, I guess it's okay. But yeah, that was my week. It was a good week. Being outside this week was really nice. There were some times where I like just stood in the sun and just like listened to the birds and like heard the winds, and it was just like the most peaceful thing ever. And yeah. So shout out to the little homie.
I wonder how you would do in like with Italian people and stuff. Considering that like they kiss like on each side of the cheek and stuff.
I was about to say, are they the ones that kiss each other? Yeah, that's too much affection, bro. Like if my friends and like I don't know, I would not be able to handle people kissing each other. Like, cause then if like if you're introducing your like couple or whatever, like, do you still do it then? They do it with everybody though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, bitch, I'm gonna pull your hair if you try some shit. I'm sorry. But I think
you would not do that if it was the mob.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna leave that in there for you. But yeah, so I'm working on that. I don't know, it's 50-50. We'll see how that goes. Probably give people like a side hug or some shit, but that little kid, that was a full hug and it was nice. I like that. I like the warm hugs. I got emotional now. I'm gonna just stop. I just started thinking about every single hug that I had like in my lifetime and shit. Like, who was a good hugger? But yeah, for sure your aunt was. But
well, I mean, it changes like your whole mood. You could be having a shitty ass day and just putting that persona of like you being happy, and somebody just gives you a hug and it's just like
hug me, I'm tearing. Like if I have a bad day and I'm holding it in, but our animals come up to me and hug me, that's it, bitch. I'm balling in the club. Like there's no stopping the tears now.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's just
my booger's on his dome and he don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So and that's kind of why I want to hug people, because like because of that, because then you can really, like how I said, you'll just be more comfortable and they'll just like let what they need to let out, and bitch, I'll cry with you.
Can I ask you something?
What?
So considering like my side of like friends and family are more like affectionate, like you've had a hug from one of my friends where you were like, he hugged me and it was like so light, like I felt like he was gonna break. And then you had a hug from my aunt where like she hugs you and it's like a tight ass hug, you know?
Okay.
So what one do you consider better, a tight hug or a light hug?
I'm the way I want to hug people is in the middle. I don't know. I like I'm okay with whatever hug. For me, a hug is a hug.
For me, like when you get hugged tight, it just feels like at home. It feels like a safe spot in a way.
You guys, I'm sending you a virtual hug. And if you want a real hug, well, let's link up. Oh my God. And I will give you a hug. I might ick a little bit, but it's not because of you. It's because of me.
Personal traumas.
Trust me. Anyways, what's some ways that you guys like, if you're like me, that you're not like very affectionate, or I guess I'm not, that you like, have you tried to change that in a way, I guess. But yeah. All right. You good with your weekend?
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and get it started with our first segment. If you guys are new here, this first segment is a segment where we go on this period app called Flow. And it has a women's chat room where we go ahead and learn about the woman's body, and it gives us like tips. It debunks things for us, and it just gives us a whole lot of information about our body. Now, let's go ahead and start with today's topic. Honestly, today's surprised me. Every single one I learned something from it. I don't know about you guys, but I learned something from every single one, and that just goes to show how much little I honestly knew. So, 10 reasons why your period might be late. Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Girl, you pregnant.
So,
I feel like that's the one that everybody goes to instantly.
No, fucking yes, of course. Like, it's like right now we're gonna learn all these 10 different reasons, but our mind will just be like, I'm fucking pregnant. But what do you think are some of the reasons why our period might be late other than that? If you have any guesses.
You're pregnant.
I said other than that.
Well, I'm naming that one because I know that one's one. You took in a certain medicine.
Okay.
Your hormones are off balance.
Okay.
You might have an infection.
Okay. How do you know all these?
Huh? Well, because it like would make common sense.
Oh, it's because I thought we've actually read about these before in other topics, and yeah.
No, it just makes common sense. Like your pH might be off. Haven't drank enough water, you know.
So, let me go ahead and give you guys this is a little fun fact for you guys. We have over 400 periods in our lifetime. In our lifetime. Some have less, some have more, but yeah, guys, 400. Honestly, like I never thought about that, like what the number would be, but 400 honestly seemed like a little bit to me, to be honest.
I mean, that's 400 tampons.
No, honey, that's not how that works. I wish it were just that many tampons and that many pads.
Well, no, yeah, because you have to change after like certain hours, right? So, sheesh.
Think about all that money that women spend on these products that many times. That number might look like a lot. Think about the products we use within that number. And we have to pay for those products. What do you think? Do you think they should be free?
Not necessarily, because it's like,
y'all, he about to get dragged.
Okay.
In the comments.
Because it's like I look at it the same way as like if you had cancer. Like everybody has a family member that unfortunately is going through some sort of cancer, you know. So it's like
I hope not everybody.
Well, yeah, I hope so not too, but I feel like that should be free as well. Like, why wouldn't you want people to live?
At the end of the day, healthcare should be free. You know what? This is getting too deep. This is getting too deep, but I think they should be free. If not, at least fucking cheaper. Like if you've seen how much I spend on these products. But you guys, let me put you on though. If you guys go to Walgreens, I go to Walgreens, stack up your coupons. I pride myself in this. This is my only purchase I pride myself in. I bought 2 bags of pads and 2 boxes of tampons for $8 because of my coupons and my points. I'm not trying to flex, but I'm trying to flex. All right. So some of your cycles will be longer for no reason. Literally no reason. And then 30% of us have irregular cycles to begin with. So just think about that. You can only consider your period late after 8 days. So if you're expecting it on the 12th and it's like by 8 days it's not there, then you can go ahead and say that your period is late.
If you wake up on the 21st and you ain't bleeding down there, you got to start worrying.
Mm-hmm. So I didn't want to do the math. So yeah, take a pregnancy test, guys. And you see, I'm basically going to say this now. At the end of each and every single one of these reasons, they say either go to your healthcare provider or take a pregnancy test. So no matter which one you got, bitch, just do both of those. Okay, so let me go ahead and read the 10 answers here for you. So number 1, you've exercised a bit too much. So it can it can cause ovulation and therefore your period to stop. So it varies what is considered too much from person to person. So yeah. Number 2, you've been really stressed. So when it comes to being stressed, you get a condition called hypothalamic amenorrhea. And that's as best as I can say it, but that's basically what it. I'm sorry guys. I had to go handle my child who, if you guys clearly heard, was out here grabbing the treats when he wasn't supposed to. It's like when you put the cookies on top of the fridge and your kid climbs whatever the fuck he has to climb to get to them. That's what I had to deal with right now. So, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, it's a condition that causes your periods to stop because of the gland in your brain that slows or stops releasing the hormone that starts your menstrual cycle. So, that's, what if you're stressful, your brain stops functioning because you're too into your emotions. So that means your coochie stops thinking with it too. That was my dumbed down version of it. But yeah. Okay, number 3.
I wonder how it'd be like for like women that like run companies. You know what I'm saying? Like they are always under stress, or like lawyers and shit. Like holy shit.
I mean, being a stay-at-home mom would fit into that too.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like
being a woman in general.
God damn, y'all stress me out.
I bet I do, and I don't care. Number 3, your weight changed significantly. So, with weight loss, if your body fat percentage becomes a little too low, you can stop ovulating because your body isn't producing enough estrogen for you. So, and if you gain a good amount of weight, your cells release more estrogen, which can stop the ovulation. So, therefore your period. Now, number 4, your time zone has changed. That's the one that was like, what the fuck? But yeah, it could change because of your time zone. So, well, if your time zone changes, it can fuck with your period. But yeah, that was interesting for me.
So you mean to tell me if you go to like China?
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, number 5, you've had a change in your hormonal contraception. Sorry guys, I struggle with words if you guys didn't realize from the beginning of these episodes where I said what was I saying before I said anonymous? Anonymous or some shit?
I don't know, but it was funny.
But yeah, guys. Let's see. And that's basically birth control. So if you're switching between birth controls, it can mess with that too. And specific birth controls stop your periods in general. Let's see. Number 6 is you've taken emergency contraception, which is like a plan B. And it can make your period arrive later than expected as well. And then some people who have the IUD notice that their periods stop completely over time. Now let's see. Number 7. You're taking a new medication, so you were right. And then some people said that once they got the COVID-19 vaccine, they were late or missed some periods. So the vaccine was just like zoop.
No periods.
No Number COVID. 8. You're showing signs of a
gynecological condition.
I couldn't say it, guys, so he had to say it. Next, so yeah, you're showing signs of that, and it's caused by a hormonal imbalance that can lead to late or missed periods or even stopped periods. And I struggle with that word too, if you guys haven't noticed, hormonal. But because of you guys, I'm trying to get better. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me that I can't say specific words. Let's see, what else? Number 9, you're showing signs of perimenopause, and you can start those symptoms between 30 and 40s. So we went over this a couple episodes back. I honestly don't know which one, but somewhere in there. Number 10, you're experiencing another kind of hormonal imbalance. So those are the 10 reasons why your period may be late or not showing up at all, guys. So you honestly got most of them down. Congratulations.
I used to study about this back in my days.
So yeah, guys, that's our segment, learning about our bodies. And yeah, if you guys have anything you want to ask, we can go ahead and do some research for you and help you out with that. Now, let's go ahead and move on. So, oh God, I don't know what the fuck happened. Sorry. So, I want to go ahead and talk about this recent post that went on. If you guys follow this page, so.mexican, it's a page for, us little Latinos to go ahead and, drop some shit, make some jokes, stuff that relates to us, And they posted this video of some man that was out here trying to order some food at what it looks like kind of like a Roberto's type of restaurant. Um, and there was a guy, the cash register, the one who asked for your orders through the machine. I'll go ahead and clip it here. He was trying to ask for some food, and the guy was all like, "I do not speak English, or I do not speak Spanish." And the guy was all like, "So what are we gonna do about it now?" And he's all like, "I don't know what you're saying, man. I don't speak Spanish." And the guy was all like, "Okay, so what kind of like aguas frescas do you have? What flavors and stuff?" And like the big question here was, many are debating whether or not that if you're at a Mexican restaurant, you should be speaking Spanish. So the way I want to see this, not just at a Mexican restaurant, let's say you're at a Chinese restaurant, are you going to expect them to speak Chinese? And so I'm going to just flat out use it for all the restaurants and all like the ethnicities, not just the Hispanic ones. But what do you think?
I mean, no, yes and no. Like, in a way, if it's like a high authentic place, like I would hope you would have somebody that speaks that language because you're representing that food.
Right,
But
right.
when it comes to like these little restaurants, it's like expecting everybody at Del Taco and Taco Bell to speak Spanish because it's considered Mexican food.
This is
Anybody
true.
from Panda Express to be speaking Chinese because it's Chinese food. You see what I'm saying? So
Oh,
like
okay.
it really doesn't like
And
no
honestly,
way.
I've gone to so many pandas and I have yet to see like, you said that was Chinese food?
I believe so.
Um like any of them working there.
Well,
And
that's
that's true cuz right now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, hold on. Cuz all the Mexican restaurants, there I've seen some, but like as you're saying right now with like different ones, honestly, I don't think I've seen somebody.
right. Like
And
even
those are like the more like Americanized versions of our foods.
yeah. So it's like
Because at Del Taco too, I've never really seen like a Hispanic, other than my mother worked there. But like when I go to other ones, I don't see other Hispanics there.
well, that's what I'm saying. So it's like you can't really expect them to necessarily make them do that because of the fact that it's like we have so many Americanized different foods that it's like it wouldn't make sense to.
Well, not even just that it's Americanized. It's just the fact that like obviously he's somewhere here in America. If the guy's speaking like clear English and I mean, it's basically like if you're going to Mexico and there's somebody that's from Vegas and they move out to Mexico and they get a job at one of these restaurants, that's a little bit more crazy. But the way you're saying it, like the way I see it with what you just said, like if you're going to like a specific, like a actual like
Authentic.
authentic Mexican restaurant, Chinese food restaurant, like these these places that like how you're saying authentic and stuff, even if there were like white people working there, I would still expect somebody that knows the language to be there or to at least be making the food, like somebody of that exact ethnicity to at least be trying to make the food.
Right.
Or maybe teaching somebody that's like not from that ethnicity to make the food. Like you're not going to have that authentic food if you're having somebody who's never made it before either. So it's like maybe if you don't necessarily have somebody that if you have those workers there that aren't from that specific ethnicity, at least to have somebody that speaks around that language, at least, like a translator, at least. Like that dude was just like, I don't know English. Like, homie, you don't got somebody in the back that can like bring it up. But I mean, this dude luckily did know a little bit of English. Obviously he knew enough to like get his order out. But it's like, what happens for the next person that orders something and they don't have that person that speaks that language? Or at least, like, if, I mean, well, I'm pretty sure, like, they have roundabouts for, like, people that are mute, or, like, people that can't, like, blind or deaf.
Right.
Like, I'm pretty sure they have go-arounds for them because they have the braille menus and shit like that. So it's like, I mean, I'm pretty sure in this situation, if they really couldn't communicate, he could have just went up to the window and pointed at what he wanted. So
Well, I mean, I feel like that's
I
why
feel like it doesn't matter.
there's like numbers on most of the menus anyways. So it's like, unless you're asking like a real specific question, like does it come with, like, at least in Mexican
Tomatoes or
food,
something.
it's like the meats, like chicken, beef. And I feel like most, like,
Oh, the way we say it is completely different.
well, but I feel like,
Trae de lengua? What the fuck? He wants to put his tongue where?
well, you wouldn't even know what lengua is. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's gonna be like, sir, I don't know what the fuck you're asking. Like, lengua? What? Yeah,
So that's
there's
why I
no
feel
way you
like,
could consider that tongue.
right? So like that's like why I would expect an authentic place to have that language, like not a language barrier, and anywhere to where it's like fast food for it to be whatever, because you're not gonna
Right, right.
necessarily be selling that specific stuff, you know?
Oh, okay, I
You're gonna
see.
be selling carne asada, which is beef. You're gonna be selling chicken, pollo.
And like in some places, like still Americanized places on other foods, they still say it in those words too. Like at Chipotle, they still say carne asada. Like chicken, pollo, whatever. Like, or
Yeah.
like there's specific meats that they still use the like actual term for it. So there's workarounds. So in conclusion, like, what do you think? Does it matter? Does it not?
I feel like it doesn't matter unless it's a
Authentic
authentic or a
place.
high end place. Like, then you would kind of expect something like that, just
Mhm.
because of the fact, like, even here in Vegas, like casino wise, you would expect somebody to speak different languages
Un
within the
poquito de
restaurant.
italiano donde venden la what the fuck? Spaghettiano. I don't know what the fuck. I forgot how to say the words, guys. But yeah, I'm with it. Like, I kind of agree with you. Like, if you're at whatever drive-through, I guess, like, whatever, there's a workaround around it. But like, if you're going somewhere where it looks authentic, you should probably like at least have a cook that's cooking the food like very authentically, because like you could be like, if I follow my mother's steps, who she cooks like authentic Mexican food, but I'm, me, I my food won't come out the same way hers does. And even regardless of the fact, like, the way I see it, my dad and his brother make the exact same fucking food, but my tíos taste way better than my dad's. So it's like not even just that, but it's also like the person who cooks it themselves. It could be whether it's within the cook or within, like, there's just so many different ways, but at least like have a translator there.
Right, right, right.
But yeah, guys, let us know what you guys think. Do you guys think that if you go to a specific restaurant that's a specific ethnicity type of food, do you expect them to speak that language? Let us know. Drop it in the comments down below. Now, let's go ahead and move on to our second segment, guys. It's not the dream segment this time. We're actually not gonna have a dream segment this week, guys, because there are no dreams to be told. I haven't had a dream. Mr. Anonymous over here hasn't had a dream. So we're going to go ahead and just explain what it is, and then we're going to actually go on to our next segment. So with the dream segment, we go ahead and talk about dreams that we've either had in the past or dreams that we've had recently. And we're talking about the dreams we have when we sleep. You yourself can go ahead and drop a dream in the Google form listed in the bio down below, so it can be read here on the podcast anonymously. And we're just going to go ahead and have fun and just, like, talk about the dream that you had. So again, feel free to drop that in the links down below. 100% anonymous. And if you guys feel like there's an issue with the Google form or something, or you want me to do it in another way where you could submit your dream, go for it. Or if you just want to send me a DM, go for it. I'll still keep it between me and you, and we can read it and act like we don't know who you are. But yeah, now let's go ahead and go into our segment, What Happens in Vegas.
I'm gonna keep on the run. I'm gonna have me some fun. It cost me my very last day.
We just want to ask couples, what's one secret you've never told your partner before? And you guys won't know each other's answers or nothing like that.
When you need time alone.
I'm sorry?
When you need time alone, away from them.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Just say it. Just fucking say it. I've been there to where you're just like, eventually you're gonna end up getting tired of it. You're like, get the fuck away from me. Trust me.
Yeah.
Everybody goes through it.
Yeah.
What about one embarrassing moment that you've never told your partner before, whether it happened before you guys got together or while you guys were together?
I don't know. That's a tough time.
Yeah.
I guess I would have to choose because I'm kind of on the spot. I can't really think of one specific. Embarrassing moment would have to be putting on a face mask that was drawn on the inside, but I didn't know. And then I did a job interview with it on, and then when I took it off, I had black marker all over my face.
I know what you're talking about.
I didn't get hired, obviously, because of that, and I didn't realize till I got home.
Yeah.
That was pretty embarrassing.
Like the ones that like have pictures on them or something. I know what you're talking about, like a panda or something like that.
It was actually pre-drawn.
Oh.
Like with the Sharpie, somebody at our house drew a little mustache on it, but I didn't realize.
Okay, well, it's okay. They didn't want you.
So the first question is, what is one secret that you have kept from her so far?
Man, I'm probably the worst person to ask because I don't keep any secrets from her.
No?
Like, not at all. I try to tell you guys could ask us in front of each other because we wouldn't influence each other as far as like, oh, that's my girl, I can't say this in front of her type of thing. It's like we're so honest as individuals, but we're like partners in an individuality type of way. Like she can be herself and I can be myself, and it's why we're partners, because we respect and love that. So it's kind of hard to be like, I don't have no secret, like I don't hide nothing from her, bro. Whether I'm unbiased to myself and always have been, and that's probably why I really don't have a secret, bro.
What about an embarrassing moment that maybe you found funny or something?
With her or like just to myself?
Without her.
Oh, without her?
Yeah.
Hanging out with the wrong motherfuckers, getting pulled over, taken to jail for some shit that I don't do and have nothing to do with, then fucking being like, what the fuck, like that was on me, and then as scared as I fucking was about tying all this bullshit, they found out it wasn't my shit, and I got dismissed from everything, so yeah.
Shit. Damn.
But it's not that she doesn't know about it, because she know I got pulled over.
Right.
But it wasn't like to that extent, you know what I'm saying? Because technically when I went to the court, I was like, I walked up and I'm like checking in, and he was like, looks up my name, he's like, oh, you're good, like you're cool, like the shit. And I was like, what do you mean, it's dismissed? And he's like, no, charges were never filed and they won't be, like, so
damn,
you're good.
That's
and
cool.
I was like, you know,
damn, God is straight up. He was right with you.
Yeah, because I was like, this is some shit I don't do or fuck with, but these are my peoples.
Right. That's the homie.
So it's like, I'm born and raised here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm 45 years old, right? My daughter's 23, my son's 24, bro. Like, I've seen it, done it, and been a part of it.
Right.
But I was going to take the heat. I'm going to have to take the heat. Territory knowing wise is how we are with our people. Like, how do I be like, yeah, I was just giving the drunk ass motherfucker Ryan. He dropped it in my shit. And I live downtown anyway with my girl. So like, I was literally 2 blocks from my house. I went to get a fucking thing, and they were just on a sting, so they were just pulling random motherfuckers over.
Damn.
And I got pulled over, and there was some fucking yayski in my shit, like 2 little baggies, and I'm like, what the fuck? But I knew who the fuck was in the car last night when we was chilling.
Right.
And I was like, I swear to God, I'll pee in a cup right now. Like, you ain't gonna take me down, and then take that down.
Right.
Like,
Get that out of here.
And then you take that down as fucking like I did it right here and there. Like, there's no way I can hide it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm handcuffed. I was like, so you can pull that shit out and hold it for me if you want to, homie. Like, I'm not a fucking, like...
One secret you've never told your partner before. And you guys won't know each other's answers at the end.
A secret that I've never told him?
Yes. It sticks between me and you and the listeners.
That's so hard because I tell him everything. And it's like...
What about one embarrassing moment, whether it happened before you guys got together or while you guys were together?
Embarrassing moment? I'm so sorry. I have no idea what to say to that.
It's okay.
So the first question is, what is one secret that you have kept from her so far?
One secret that I've kept from her? Fuck, bro.
She won't know your answer, though.
I'm not sure if I'm down to have another baby.
Oh, damn. I don't blame you. That's a lot of decision. What about an embarrassing moment?
That I've kept from her?
Yeah.
Fuck. There's so many. Just between us or like?
No, just between us. No one else will know.
I mean, between me and her. The embarrassing moment between me and her?
No, that she doesn't know.
Oh, that she doesn't know?
Yeah.
Nah, she knows everything, bro. Yeah, she knows all my embarrassing moments.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, guys, those were the clips from our segment, What Happens in Vegas, a segment where we go around asking couples what's one embarrassing moment or one secret that you've never told your partner about before. And we don't let them know each other's answers or the podcast. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Now, with our first couple, the guy basically said he had no secret, but his embarrassing moment was that he was hanging with the wrong people and he had 2 bags of drugs in his car. And then he got pulled over and went to jail for like a night or something. And so he had court, he said.
Yeah.
And eventually he said that the court said the charges were never filed, which is pretty ridiculous to me. Like, I kind of don't believe it.
He snitched. He snitched.
I don't believe that. How the fuck are you gonna have 2 bags of yay right there and nobody's gonna file your shit? Like, who got fired in that situation? Because that's ridiculous.
Or was ever taken into evidence.
Ooh.
But I feel like if you went to jail or even like had to go to court, like something has to come up on your record.
They
No
can't
way
just
it
arrest
doesn't.
you to arrest you, right?
Well, they can't take you like to prison just to take you unless it's for a holding cell.
Huh.
Unless you're like drunk on public grounds.
For his girlfriend, her secret was that she needed time alone. So you want to go ahead and go a little deep dive into why we know her answer?
So basically when we went up to them, you guys, we asked them if we can basically ask them 2 questions.
We
separated.
just told him what was going to happen.
And at that point, he kind of like grabbed onto her and was like, oh no, whatever you guys want to ask us in front of each other. We don't keep secrets. If you guys listen to the clip, this man was talking a lot. So.
But let me say this. Oops, sorry guys. Let me mute my phone. But the thing is, while we were trying to talk, like introduce ourselves and everything, it seemed like you guys were talking and she asked a question. I forgot what it was, but I was trying to answer her and he wouldn't let me talk, and he was just talking and talking and talking to you. And once he shut the hell up, I told her, I was like, now I can answer your question, sorry. And I was answering her question, and then he interrupted me again and just kept fucking talking. And she was all like, well, she's trying to tell me what I asked. Like, she kept telling him, and this dude was just like if me and her didn't fucking exist, literally. Like, calm down, girls, the men are talking right now type of shit. So instantly I just didn't like this fucking dude because of that. So whatever, finally when we got him to shut up, we separated, all this and that. So, um, basically, guys, what especially I got, and you said you got it too. This guy seemed really possessive of this girl. Like, you can't talk, I speak for both of us. Um, I want to know what you're gonna tell her, all this and that. Like, he just seemed extremely possessive. So, with that being said, can you guys help me out? I kind of like, if I'm in these situations, I want to ask something. Like, I wanted to deeply, deeply ask her, like, do you need help? Like, do you need to get away from this dude? Is something going on? And, because they were both a little drunk, I didn't want to ask that question, because you don't know what it can spark. But let me know, guys, how would you guys approach this? Help me out so next time this does happen, I can go ahead and do it in a manner that I've seen a little bit more than just our two perspectives on this. So, do you have something else to say about this?
Not really. That was just kind of like, to me, him being that possessive was just kind of like, jeez.
It was kind of scary.
I felt bad for her. Like, she seemed like she couldn't say nothing at all.
Yeah. Okay. So that's why her secret was she needs time alone. And that explains a lot why. And if you, young lady, found yourself to this recording and you found this, leave that man. And if you don't want to, if there's, maybe it was because they were drunk and that's why he was being a little obnoxious. Maybe he's good. I don't know. She didn't seem that fucked up though. She still was like aware, more than him at least. Now, we're not judging. We're just, how do you say, concerned. I know I'm concerned. But yeah, guys. Now, her embarrassing moment was a face mask. She went to a job interview, guys, with this like drawn face mask on her and stuff, and she didn't get the job, obviously. I asked her, I'm like, what happened? She's like, no, I did not get it for obvious reasons. And yeah.
I thought that would be so fucking funny to be like the person hiring and trying to take this person as serious as you can through the whole like.
Because she didn't say that they canceled the interview or nothing.
That's
was
what
just
I'm
like, we
saying.
had it and they said no. Like, they really sat down with my ass and said no. They knew they were gonna say no, but I guess they were trying to see how far they can take it.
I mean, a whole ass mustache, bro. Like, that's just funny.
But yeah, that was her embarrassing moment. I always am like, fuck. Like, I get so embarrassed at interviews. Like, if there's something wrong with me, I'm like, damn. Like, I just get so self-cautious. Check my teeth, check my eyes, smell my breath, have a gum in my mouth for sure. Like, the outfit has to be on point. Like, yeah. But yeah.
I've only been to one.
And anything?
I mean, I wasn't really cautious or conscious or whatever about it because it
You
was
said
like
conscious? Okay.
Well, yeah, because it was like for my uncle, so it was like I know I'm most likely gonna get the job.
I was knocked out when I got the job. Now, I think that was all. Oh no, we're forgetting our second couple. All right. All right. Now with our second couple, with the boyfriend, he said he didn't want no more kids. So, how would you go about telling your partner you don't want kids?
Why?
Like, I don't remember.
No more. So like,
he said not right now, right?
Yeah.
Did they already have children together or no?
He already had one
with her, or
yeah. So like, that's why I feel like maybe he's just not ready for another one just quite yet, which is completely fine. Like, you should be able just to say that, like, tell her that straight up. But I don't know. That's a hard one. Like, if you don't want no kids at all, like, that should be something that you say, like.
But he actually did say, he just said not a kid right now. So
yeah.
I feel like, you see, it would be harder for a man than a girl, because a girl can just simply be like, no, like, you're not nutting in me, wrap it up, I'm taking a plan B, I'm, taking whatever the fuck. Like, there's different ways we can get out of it for us to say no. You guys literally, like, I guess you can pull out or whatever, but it's just like, I feel like for a girl, it's more emotional to be told than a guy, I guess. I don't know. If I were to say, what would you tell me? And then I'll figure out what I would tell you. What would you tell me?
No, you're on the spot. I want to see what you can say.
Okay, if I were to tell you I wouldn't want a child, let's put ourselves, okay. If I were to tell you that, I already do tell you that I'm not ready. I'm not ready mentally, physically. I have a couple goals that I'm trying to do, and a child would honestly just get in the way of that. I know some people do achieve their goals with that, but honey, I can't. I really can't. But yeah, how would you tell me?
No, I just wanted to hear you say it. So if our kids ever hear this, you guys can see why you guys never came sooner.
Well, but yeah, guys, let us know what you guys would tell your partner if you're not trying to have a child and they are. Honestly, that would really like just hurt. Like if because right now I feel like it doesn't matter cuz neither one of us is really trying, but I know like for me like I would feel hurt. So I guess I see why he's keeping it a secret.
Well,
It's really hard. Like you if you really love that person, which it's pretty obviously he loves her because he's trying not to tell her.
well, I mean, for me, it would be more like find out the reason really why you don't want to have another child or have a child, period, and kind of like explain that to that person that you love, like whether it be money, whether it be goals, whether it be timing, whether it be like
Whatever
too
your
many little
excuse is.
people, yeah, like too many little people in the house, like whatever it might be that is scaring you at that point, go ahead and talk to them because it's like I feel like that's something you shouldn't keep a secret within a relationship.
Yeah, especially if with somebody that you've either already had a kid with or you're trying to have a kid. Like at that point, you should already be comfortable enough to just already say it. And even if you know their feelings are gonna be hurt, it's better to just clear the air and have that communication right there.
Rip that band-aid off.
Don't rip that band-aid off, guys. I learned my lesson. Last time I ripped off I I didn't even rip it off. You ripped it off. My skin ripped off, guys. So just a warning to you guys. Please do not rip any bandages off yourself or your children because you could rip off your skin. Literally, this is true story, guys. Mr. Anonymous over here pulled off one of my band-aids and my skin literally ripped off. You could see my little brown skin on the band-aid. And the band-aid was brown. You could see my brown on the brown, guys. Like,
You
it
guys,
hurt.
she did not tell me before I ripped it off that they super glued it, put a little bit of glue on the fucking glue that was already on the band-aid.
Yeah,
or
no,
nothing.
guys. Don't do that, please.
So I went ahead and was just like, okay, I'll take it off. Because she was taking it off all slowly and shit. And, you know, that hurts a lot more. But I was like, here, I'll do it for you on the count of 3. And I did.
And
it
I
on
was
2.
like, yeah, this isn't, we've done this before. No, guys, please be careful. Do not do that shit to your children. Please just don't do it. Please. Now, back to what we were saying. What the fuck were we talking about? With the guy. Honey, tell her. Don't keep it a secret no more. He had no embarrassing moment, but for his girlfriend, she had nothing. So today, guys, we're gonna do a little bit of Am I the Asshole? We're supposed to have some game nights on here, guys, but I didn't have enough time to go by the game. Just did some major needed deep cleaning today and been a little busy with some other stuff this week. So be expecting a game night out of us pretty soon. But for tonight, we're going to have Am I the Asshole?
By the way, guys, send us some of your favorite games that you guys would want us to do. Some interesting ones. No Monopoly, please.
Or if you guys want to send us some truth or dares. Now, let's go ahead and do some Am I the Asshole?
So considering that I found them and you like to play devil's advocate,
Okay.
I will let you play it today. Am I the asshole for refusing to apologize to my friend's boyfriend?
Refusing to apologize to my friend's boyfriend. No, I don't think you should have to.
So,
Not the asshole.
I'm going to shorten it up for you guys. Basically, she is a female 34 and her friend is also a female 34. They've known each other since they were 10 years old.
Okay.
Her friend is notorious for disappearing on people.
Like
and
ghosting boyfriends or ghosting friends?
No, ghosting the world.
Okay.
So basically, at some point, she ran away from home and went to Mexico.
Oh my gosh.
Forgot to pay her phone bill and had no connection with anybody for a while. Finally, she found a boyfriend. The boyfriend is completely different than her. He is more like a homebody. He's not a free spirit.
Spontaneous, I guess.
Yeah. So he basically starts calling her and asking her, "Where's my girlfriend?" And she's like, "I don't know. You know that she does this all the time. I don't know why you're calling me. I'll try to help you find her."
This was the boyfriend in Mexico?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was like, "I'll try to help you find her." So she goes ahead and hangs up the phone, and he calls her again and says, "Hey, where the fuck is my girlfriend at?"
Okay.
And she's like, "I don't know. I will reach out to her parents and anybody that I know that might know her, where she's at. Please, if you have any contact with her, call me." He ends up calling her around 50 times, and this is at her work. So she decides to answer on the 51st time and tell him, "If you do not stop calling me, I will block you. I have no contact with her, do not know where she's at. Please stop calling."
Okay.
He basically gets upset.
I would have not let it got to 51. I would have been cut your shit out at number 3. Shit, maybe number 2.
So basically, her friend comes back and calls her and says, "Hey, I'm going to put my boyfriend on the phone. You have to apologize to him because he feels insulted of what you said." So she feels like she might be the asshole because she told her, "I will not do this because he called me so many times during the time that I was at work, and you are known for doing this."
Okay.
And basically, her friend hung up and they haven't talked since. So she's wondering if she's the asshole for basically ruining a relationship instead of sucking it up and saying sorry.
She's not the asshole. The friend is the asshole, and the boyfriend, I don't even want to say he's an asshole either because he was frustrated, and that was probably the first time that she ran off on him, so he was either frustrated and scared. So I don't necessarily blame him either. But if they already told you no, fucking drop it, dude. So he's half an asshole. He's half a cheek, I guess. But
he's the left one, not the right one.
The friend's the asshole here because it's like, bitch, like, people are worrying about you. You could fucking say I'm okay. You can let people know you're good. Like, obviously these people sound like they don't know what the fuck is going on with you. So you're the asshole because you do this. Everybody knows you do this. So you ghost people consistently. So you're being a fucking asshole because you're not letting them know you're okay. You're ghosting people for what? Like, if you need space, bitch, say that you need the fucking space. Don't just ghost somebody who cares about you. And the fact that it's like, if you didn't fucking break up with this dude and you still ghosted him, why the fuck are you having him worried too? Like, you're in a whole ass other country, bro. Like, calm your shit down. It's not that serious to, like, just let people know you're good at least. But she's not the asshole. She told that man what it was. He was calling her at work. I would be pissed too. Like, you probably got her in trouble or something.
So I felt like he wasn't the asshole either because of him being concerned, obviously. Her, it was like she already knows her for so many years, so she's like, it's whatever, dude. And yeah, I feel like she's the only asshole. Like, how do you expect people not to worry, freak out, like, do crazy ass shit to basically, like,
know if you're okay?
Yeah, so I agree with you.
All right. Next one, please. That was a good one.
That one was 10-10, you guys. So, am I the asshole for telling my husband's best friend we will not be changing our baby's name?
I'm assuming she saw the friend's name and thought it was cute or something. So she wanted to name her son something like that. I think you're the asshole because that's pretty weird, bro.
So basically, it's two couples that are both pregnant. We'll just call them couple 1 and couple 2. So couple 2 basically has a party and lets everybody know that they are pregnant and what the baby's name is going to be. Couple 1 hasn't told anybody that they are pregnant or what their baby's name is going to be, but they make a funny joke saying, that's going to be really funny that our kids are going to have the same name, considering that couples 1 female has liked this name since she was 14 years old and doesn't think that she should change the baby's name.
So they had a party, and couple 2 had a party, explain what was going on. Couple 1 kept it a secret. What she already knew what her baby's name was going to be at the age of 14. So when she found out couple 2's baby was going to be named the same shit, she's like, well, I'm not going to say shit until they figure it out when this baby's born.
Well, she'd let them know, like, hey, that's going to be really funny because we are pregnant as well, and that's what we were thinking. Oh, she
said that at the party?
Yeah, that's what we were thinking the baby's name was going to be. Which she and her man did not have no problems with both babies being named the same thing. Okay. Couple 2's female did have a problem with this and asked them to change their baby's name. So she basically says, I feel bad because my husband doesn't have many friends and she was one he would talk to the most. But we did give her fair warning that we would stop talking to her if she kept approaching us about changing our baby's name. So is couple 1 the asshole or couple 2?
If she's being 100% honest and she's actually had that name since she was 14, you're not the asshole. Because I have a specific couple of names that I've had since I was a kid too. So it's weird, but it's true. So it's like, if that were to happen with one of my friends, well, that's the thing. It wouldn't, because most of my close friends know what I would want to call my children. But she's not friends with these people. It's her boyfriend's friends. Like I said, if she is 100% true, like not lying about that, you're not the asshole. But if you're lying about it, you're an asshole.
I feel like, I don't know. That's what
she said. She said it was true though. So I guess considering what she's told us, you're not an asshole.
I feel like I would like to go back in time sometimes and like, you know how you could rewatch like memories, or like that's something that would be cool to see, like
when
if
you're
you
dead,
could.
I guess. Okay.
I would
or when
want.
You die.
I would want to see like if my aunts or like even my mom like at one point named like their baby doll like our names. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, like we were named because of that.
No, I was named after my mom's celebrity crush, Alejandro Fernandez. So that's more something you would have to look into. But yeah. I don't know about my other siblings' names. Yeah, not the asshole. What do you think?
I agree with you. She's not the asshole. I mean, if you guys are really going to make a big deal out of the babies' names being the same thing, like, it's a common name for a lot of babies.
I wish I knew what the name was.
I wish too, but it's like, there's a lot of common names with babies too, where it's like, bro. I have a cousin who has the same middle name as his older cousin's first name.
I have a cousin who has just the boy version of my name. Yeah. So, it don't really matter. But, let's see. Next one, please.
Ready?
Yeah.
So, it basically is, am I the asshole for telling my mom that I won't postpone my wedding unless she pays for my nose job?
Oh, the
that
first
I
one
blame
was a
her
typo.
for. Yeah.
Okay. All right. She blames her for the first bad nose job, I guess?
No, she blames her for why she needs a nose job.
Oh. If she's the reason why you need a nose job and basically the mom doesn't want her to postpone it, right? I say it's your wedding. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. You're not the asshole.
So she is a 31 female.
Okay.
And basically they got engaged on November of 2023. And they're planning to get married December 2024. So if this happens, congrats to you guys.
Oh, nice.
Right? So basically, her mom wants her to have her wedding on the day that they all agreed because everybody has made plans to come on that day. And she doesn't want to, or she doesn't want to have the wedding because she needs a nose job done. She fell when she was 9 years old off of her bike and broke her nose. She had told her mom several of times, "Hey, my nose is broken." She went to sleep for weeks on end, with a lot of pain. But she says, and we live in Canada, so taking me to a doctor wouldn't have cost her money or time off work. So it basically wouldn't have cost her mom nothing to take her to a doctor just to get a checkup. It ended up that she did break her nose. She started not being able to breathe right, has pain all the time. She says that she spends 16 to 23 days of the year in bed, immobilized by pain / pressure in my left sinuses.
Okay.
So she basically lives horribly. She wants to postpone the wedding so she is able to get a nose job because she can't afford a nose job and a wedding on the same year. Her mom basically said no because everybody has made plans to come on your wedding day. And she says, unless you are willing to pay for my nose job and I will pay for my wedding, I will not have my wedding now.
They're both the asshole. The mother's the asshole for not taking her daughter when it obviously needed to be done. She's the asshole because it's like, you were fucking 9 years old, homegirl. Like, you could have got this shit done with. But instead, you planned the wedding already fucking having this nose broken. And yet, last minute, you want to say, actually, I'm not going to do the wedding because I'm going to have this nose job. You're both the assholes. Like, you already had fucking planned the wedding. If you were so insecure about it or so in pain, why wouldn't you have fixed it before the wedding? Like,
well, she says that she went to the doctor, but I guess in Canada, the results come back a little too late. Like, they take a little bit longer.
You still had way before the year of the wedding, homegirl. Like, you could have got your shit done. Regardless of 9 years old and you're 31 now, you could have got it done. You're both the asshole. Case closed. What do you think, though?
I think that in this one, I feel like the mom is mostly the asshole because it's like, I get it at 9 years old, like, any pain for a kid is just, like, the end of the fucking world. Like, don't get me wrong. But if you kind of notice that she was having all these troubles, like, for so many years, like, you're an asshole for not taking care of that. Simple as that, you know?
Do you not think the girl's the asshole?
I don't think that she's the asshole for wanting to postpone it because she also stated that she used to get bullied and stuff about it.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, you've had this for so long and you obviously wanted to get the surgery done. You had so much time to do it. So much time to save for it. Like, you want to wait last minute after you already planned this wedding. And it's obviously already, since people are already coming, like, sorry.
I guess she could take a fair share of being an asshole.
Do you want to read the last one?
That's up to you.
Yeah, let's go ahead and read it.
Okay.
We didn't have a dream segment. Let's throw in some good shit in here.
Okay, so am I the asshole for telling my colleague exactly who she is dating?
If you can even associate her as your friend, I think you're the asshole, because if you're just a colleague, you're putting yourself in a position that you shouldn't be in. But then again, it's like you want to be a girl's girl, I guess. Fuck. Fuck. I have to pick one. You're not an asshole.
No?
I want to say no, because even if like you weren't my friend and I seen your man do some grimy shit, I kind of would still want to tell you. So I want to say you're not the asshole.
Okay, so she says, I am a bit confused at the moment. I work with this very sweet lady, Elizabeth, early 50s, who is divorced for many years and has decided to rejoin the dating scene. This is my second time working with her. The first time we met was about 20 years ago in a different town and for a different company. Elizabeth is a very soft-spoken, sweet lady. She works extremely hard and went through a truly terrible divorce. She's also very pretty and petite, which isn't really relevant to the story, lol. I was chatting with her a few days ago and she mentioned that she's started dating a new guy. Let's call him George. He is a widow with 2 kids in their early 20s. She mentioned that he was from my hometown. She didn't know that it was my hometown. Like, she didn't know about them being in the same place.
Okay.
And that he had moved 3 hours away, but still managed to see her twice a week at least. George is a very common name where I'm from, and I asked her what his surname was. And when she told me that it was what it was, I was very surprised, and it turns out that I knew George very well. I also know that George has claimed to not live in my hometown before while he was still living there. I know that George doesn't have 2 children, but 3. One was born to his mistress while his wife had a toddler and was pregnant with his daughter. I told her that I knew
Jeez,
and I could,
man.
right?
You fucking up for being in a small town and yet being so reckless.
And I could see she was extremely heartbroken. She was so upset, and I added lamely, maybe he's changed. I feel so horrible for just blurting out that he was lying, scumbag. What makes it worse is I had previously worked with him and I had fired him from stealing or for stealing. I also know that this isn't the first time he's claimed to live hours away. He's lived in the same house he's always lived in. Granted, the info I have is 25 years old. Am I that asshole for telling Elizabeth about George when he could genuinely have changed and could now be exactly who he claims to be?
I I don't think you're the asshole, because it's like, I feel like for some reason you were meant to know this girl and let her know. Cause it's like, honey, if he's known to lie about this shit, he's known to cheat, and he's obviously lying to the girl, and you know he's lying. Fuck George, snitch him out. I think you did the right thing, cause she could have been baby mama number 3 for all we know, you know. And this lady's 50 something, no? The one that's dating
She's
George?
50, yeah.
Yeah. Don't fucking waste her time, bitch. Like, she's looking to settle down, and you're obviously a dog, so I don't think this girl's the asshole.
I don't think she's the asshole either, because it's like...
She's the sweet hole.
Well, it's like she says, the lady has already went through a previous divorce that was really hard, so you are looking out for her best interest of not getting hurt again. I feel like George is the only asshole here. Like,
Yeah, George is the asshole.
you had a toddler.
George a little too fucking curious, bro. He should stop searching for these coochies.
Okay. Tell me why the other day I seen a video and it was like a girl grading their schoolwork, like little kids' schoolwork, and they had to spell like what the image was.
Okay.
And there was a monkey and somebody put curious.
Oh, I seen that video.
Dude,
Yeah,
that was funny.
I seen that.
But anyways, yeah, no, I feel like she's not the asshole. Like, I would rather know who is gonna be in my life for the rest of my life than for you to
be
know.
Surprised by a whole another child.
Well, yeah, because it's like, even if that person doesn't take that baby into consideration, like, you never know, like, what happens if one day that person comes to the window or like to the door and tells you, "Hey, I'm his kid," and you're caught off.
You call the cops and shit, like, this is not true, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not the asshole. But yeah, guys, that was Am I the Asshole? If you guys want to go ahead and let us know who was the asshole in these situations, comment down below. So, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Pretty good episode. I'm excited for next week. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. You guys, I will not be here for next week's episode. I hope that our guest enjoys our company from our host here and feels welcome to come back to the episode. You guys come out and check it out. It's going to be our first guest in a long time. So peep that. Shout out the link and everything so everybody can peep it as well. And
So, do you have anything else you want to say before I do the little outro here?
I hope you guys stay safe. We're gonna be on our 3rd month out here, so who knows what the fuck's gonna pop out. But everybody stay safe and good vibes.
All right, guys. So if you guys are listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please make sure to rate a 5-star review. Drop the review right there. If you're on any other platform, like, comment, share, subscribe. Guys, more than 90-80%, a big ass amount of our followers or our listeners are not following. You're already listening, guys. Go hit the follow button. Come on. So, other than that, again, go to the Google form listed in the bio to submit any dreams that you've had, ask for advice, or drop a secret, or just leave a comment of this episode. And yeah, other than that, feel free to go ahead and answer our Spotify questions down below. If you guys simply go to the bio, you'll find timestamps and you'll find all the links for any of our social media platforms. If you go to the Instagram, you could find links to everywhere that we're out, so you can go ahead and click there and listen to that platform. Google, Spotify, iHeartRadio, all that shit, guys. We're on all of it. Go ahead and find the links in the Instagram. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you guys need anything, we're here. And see you on the next one, bitches. Peace out.
No tienes vergüenza, mami. Baby, quiero ser el río de tu Tokio. Chingamos en la casa